Okay, we can start with agricultural insurance. Agricultural insurance. So first one that we need to discuss under this is NAIS, National Agriculture Insurance Scheme. Just right, it was initiated in 1999. Okay, so here NAIS, National Agriculture Insurance Scheme, it was initiated in 1999 by Agriculture Insurance Company of India Limited. Agriculture Insurance Company of India Limited. So public sector company. Okay, Agriculture Insurance Company of India Limited. So it basically cover crop failure. The premium, depending on risk, it is like 1.5 to 3.5 percentage. So premium vary from 1.5 to 3.5 percentage. Actually, the main problem here was the cap on subsidy. Okay, so there was a cap on subsidy. Company may not get the full premium when there is a cap on subsidy. So government will give some amount. So farmer, if not paying the complete balance amount, the company won't get the full premium. So the full coverage you won't get. Okay, so that was one of the main problem with NAIS, National Agriculture Insurance Scheme. There was a cap on subsidy. Just write cap on subsidy. So there is a limit. So the company may not get the full premium. Now in 2010, government modified this to Modified National Insurance Scheme. Modified National Agriculture Insurance Scheme. So 2010 Modified National Agriculture Insurance Scheme. So again, selected districts in selected states. Here full premium have to be paid. Full premium have to be paid. But still there is a cap on subsidy. So when there is a cap on subsidy that the government is not paying the full premium, then who will pay the full premium? The balance of the amount, farmer have to pay the balance amount here. So full premium have to be paid here. Now here the speciality is that private insurance company also associated. When we discussed about NAIS only, AICIL, and we have discussed about public sector company. So here private sector companies are also associated. Next one, PMFBY. PMFBY, Pradhan Mantri Fasal Bima Yojana. It was launched in Kharif season of 2006. Launched in Kharif season of 2006 June onwards, it is there. It replaced both NAIS and MNAIS. Both was replaced by this. Just write one line. It provides insurance cover to farmers against crop failure due to natural calamities, pest and diseases. Crop failure due to natural calamities, pest and diseases. Okay, now the features, the main features of PMFBY. First one, uniform premium. Uniform premium. That means the premium is actually fixed. So fixed for, but different types of crop, different premium is there. For example, when we talk about rabi crop, it is 1.5 percentage. In the previous case, I have told you it varies, depends on the risk from 1.5 to 3.5. So here it is fixed. For rabi crop, it is fixed at 1.5, and for kharif, it is 5 percentage. No, it is 2 percentage for kharif crop, and commercial crops, commercial or horticulture, it is 5 percentage. So this premium is actually fixed, uniform premium. So between crops it's vary, but within this rabi, kharif and commercial it is fixed. So no cap on subsidy here, right? No cap on subsidy. That means the difference will be actually paid by the government completely. There won't be any chance that the insurance company will get half or no complete premium insurance company was not getting was the actual problem in the first one. So here the government will pay. So what is the subsidy here? The subsidy will be actual rate of premium. You can write there subsidy is actually the actual rate of premium. That means I'm just writing premium here. Premium minus the premium paid by the farmer. Whatever is paid by the farmer, that is a subsidy, and the government will pay the subsidy here. So this is the original premium minus premium paid by the farmer, and that is a subsidy. So here full insurance coverage. Next point, smartphones and remote sensing to be used for quick settlement of the claims. This was again one of the most important problem that the farmer was facing. Even in case of crop failure, when you apply for the claim, it takes a lot of time to process the claim and also to get the claim. So here use of smartphones and remote sensing for the quick settlement of the claim. Next point, wider risk coverage. So this is very important point. It covers risk from localized calamities. Okay, pre-sowing risk. So here pre-sowing and post-harvest. Next again is very important. So the scheme is compulsory for loanee farmer. So if you have taken loan, agricultural loan, then you have to take this insurance. So this is made compulsory for the loanee farmer. Now the problems, you can write the issues here, or you can write the main issues which was there earlier and how this is actually going to be solved. Okay, earlier one of the most important issue was complexity, right? So even with respect to coverage there was a issue, okay, and also with respect to premium there is an issue. Now here it is full coverage, and also there is fixed premium, there is no cap on subsidy, and uniform premium also. Okay, so uniform premium, that issue is actually solved here with respect to coverage and with respect to premium. Earlier partial coverage was there, right? Now delay in settlement was one of the issue, that is also solved now. Quick settlement, you are using smartphones, etc. Okay, limited coverage that we have already discussed. Earlier high premium and unaffordable. Okay, in case of modified national agricultural scheme also, it was slightly higher premium. But here the main problem with NAIS is uncertainty. MNAIS is actually higher premium, but here there is a solution, right? And if you remember, I have also discussed about this committee, Deepak Mohanty committee on financial inclusion. So what was the recommendation made by Deepak Mohanty committee? Deepak Mohanty committee recommendation in 2015, the main point was he recommended the government to provide universal agricultural insurance to farmer. Okay, that means proper coverage should be there, proper subsidy should be given by the government, etc. So just write one line, Deepak Mohanty committee on financial inclusion in 2015. Whenever you get an opportunity to write this point, you can write this. In general, not necessarily in insurance, in general, if you get a question on farmer, agriculture related question, you can write this point. Okay, many points you get from Shantakumar committee recommendations. I think we have discussed in 3 cases, 3 areas we have discussed that. Apart from that, Deepak Mohanty, you take down this point. Deepak Mohanty committee on financial inclusion in 2015 recommended government should provide universal agricultural insurance. Government should provide universal agricultural insurance. Okay, next one scheme. This one is not much successful. I will also tell you why it is a failure also. FIIS, Farm Income Insurance Scheme. Just write Farm Income Insurance Scheme. Farm Income Insurance Scheme. It was launched in 2000. Farm Income Insurance Scheme. Okay, so initiated in 2003. in selected district. Now here one important point is it covers production as well as marketing risk. So production and marketing. See why it is special is because normally production risk will be covered, right? So here marketing risk will also be covered, and it ensured income. That's why farm income insurance scheme. Just write one more line. It ensured income to farmer. Okay, it ensured income. What is the income it is ensured? Income ensured is actually MSP, the minimum support price, multiplied by average yield of the crop. Okay, for example, when we if you talk about wheat, okay, what is the insurance here? Let's say MSP is 1600 per quintal, the price is 1600. Okay, and let's say average yield of that particular land is, let's say, 100 quintal. So this farmer is actually insured with how much? 1.6 lakh rupee income is actually insured. Okay, so it is actually a good scheme because farmer is getting an assured income here, but it was discontinued in 2004. What do you think? What should be the reason it was discontinued? See, what happened is farmers started misusing this. Okay, so how? Because you are getting this income for sure, whether you are applying fertilizer or if you are actually doing anything or not, you are getting this income. So there is no incentive, not applying inputs. Farmers are not getting, in fact the farmer also want the crops to get destroyed and crop failure. So in case if there is a chance of crop failure or no rainfall, that situation is there, means farmer purposely won't apply any inputs or anything. So he will get anyway this much. Okay, so there is no incentive for farmer to invest. Rather, this became an incentive for farmer not to invest, because you are getting this much anyway. So this was actually acted as an incentive for farmer not to invest. Okay, and also in this case the premium was so high because it covered all the risk, production, marketing, income insurance. So it covered all the risk. So when more risk coverages means, what does that mean? It means more premium you need to pay. So it was not affordable also for the farmers. So this is the main reason why it was a failure. Firstly, it covers all the risk, so premium was high. Secondly, misused by the farmers. So this was actually a failure. Okay, next is weather-based crop insurance scheme. Just write weather-based crop insurance scheme. It was initiated in 2007 by again AICIL, Agricultural Insurance Company of India Limited. Agriculture Insurance Company of India Limited. Just write one line over there. It provides protection to farmers. It provides protection to farmers against adverse impact on crop, against adverse impact on crop, crop failure, adverse impact on crop or crop failure due to adverse weather condition like deficit or excess rainfall, high or low temperature, humidity, etc. So it provides protection to farmers against adverse impact on crop or crop failure due to adverse weather condition like deficit or excess rainfall, high or low temperature or humidity, etc. Okay, so here it is based on weather, right? So what is the main difference between this and Pradhan Mantri Fasal Bima Yojana? Here the compensation is not based on actual production. Okay, so here the compensation is basically based on what? It is basically due to adverse weather. Okay, what impact is there on the basis of adverse weather? So on the basis of adverse impact of crop due to adverse weather. Okay, just write one line under this: compensation provided to farmers under this compensation provided to farmers on the basis of the adverse impact on the crop, in that region due to adverse weather condition, rather than on the basis of actual production of farmer, Okay, see, it means to say in case of Pradhan Mantri Fasal Bima Yojana, there was a total compensation, right? If there was a total failure, so it is based on output, it is based on production. But here, if the impact is 30%, adverse weather, if the impact is 30%, then compensation will be 30%. Obviously, there will be problem in understanding this impact, right? So, you see, whether there is a total failure or no failure, if there is an adverse impact of weather by 30% compensation will be there. That means here compensation for a particular region will be same or not. For a particular region will be same for different farmers. Earlier that's not the case. Earlier it was depend on the crop failure completely, output, the production. So here for a particular region, obviously the adverse impact on weather will be same. So for all different farmers, if you see the compensation, they all are getting the same 30% they will get. So it is based on and it is calculated on the basis of adverse impact on weather. Okay, so here main problem is what? We need proper data, right? Proper data, adverse weather, how to calculate that is a big problem, right? So there may be a situation like rain will decrease by, let's say, 8%, okay, but the impact on crop may be like 15%. So this proper measurement, proper data is actually required. So there is a practical difficulty is there to implement this. Okay, now who will conduct the study? Who will give study, or who will conduct study and give information to the insurance companies? Agricultural Research Institute. Okay, so Agriculture Research Institute will conduct the study and will give the data to the insurance companies. So actually, if this data can be better calculated, or if this study can be better done, then this would have been the one of the then in case of, if you see, farm income insurance scheme, there was no need to abandon the scheme. This would have been done in a much better way here. If you can calculate the proper data and if you can get proper analysis, etc., this scheme would have been implemented in a much better way. Okay, next one, coconut palm insurance scheme. Coconut palm insurance scheme, initiated in 2009 by AICIL, Agriculture Insurance Company of India Limited. Mainly in the southern states, you can write Kerala, Tamil Nadu, Karnataka, okay, Maharashtra, Orissa, AP, Andhra Pradesh. So Kerala, Tamil Nadu, Karnataka, Maharashtra, okay, and then Orissa, Odisha, Andhra Pradesh. So here the premium is like this. Premium in this 50% by the center. So center will pay 50%, 25% by the state, and rest of the 25% by the farmer. So this is how the premium is actually divided. Okay, so that's about insurance.